ball temperature actually dictates the sex of the kid.
And today we have on the resident ball expert.
Well, you could have phrased that. You could have phrased that differently. That sounds like
he knows all you need to know about balls.
You'd call a slut, like you're the resident ball expert.
Hey, we got 3 ball experts right here.
We're all great at handling balls.
Brilliant. Well, no, I'm not great at handling.
I mean, you've never handled your own?
I'm not. Well, I handle my own, but I'm, a ball advisor.
Listen, it's not gay if you don't make eye contact, Stirling.
Well, masturbation in general, a dude masturbating is gay.
I agree.
Because he's holding a man's penis.
Yeah.
This is a question we were going to ask you.
Oh, really? Oh, there we go. We're into it.
So do you ever jerk off? You shouldn't, right?
Occasionally I do.
So you're gay sometimes?
Like every other month, maybe if I've had a dry spell. You know.
Wow.
That's like your period. You morph into it. You're
Exactly like the... But isn't it? It's like the best psyop you could give like a guy who's like a young man is like, don't judge dick, it's gay. It's the best. It's the best psyop you can give. Because
this is how we change America.
Oh, he's never gonna jerk off. Fantastic. He's gonna like hit. He's like just gonna be like on edge.
You know, that's when he starts shooting up schools straight away.
That's not why people shoot up schools.
That's because they're not getting laid.
I guarantee every school shooter jerked off a lot. Why is that funny? Huh?
What study is this coming from?
The school of life. That's where it's coming from. I know the phenotype, like the kind of dude who's going to go in and like be emotional and take out all of his pent up frustrations on like innocent school kids, right? He's the kind of guy who jerks off all the time. That's the same guy.
Damaging America.
It's the same guy.
It is.
Porn causes school shootings.
I wouldn't go.
He's like, whoa, take it down a notch.
No, I mean, like, look. Actually, fun fact I discovered recently: women are twice as likely to search for violent porn as men are.
Oh yeah, I was looking up rough shit.
James Dean's my fave.
I don't know who he is, but I like his attitude. He's real aggressive.
Right. Mm. I always got compliments when the phrase I always got was like mean Stirling is hot Stirling. That was what I got from my co-stars.
Okay.
So look, people can talk about dudes search for all this like violent stuff. It's actually the women.
Well, I feel like it's like when people take back a word. You know what I mean? Women are like, we've been hit for so long. Now let me fantasize about it and at least enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because you've had this whole, you've had a couple of generations of no wife beating. So I think that's why. The housewives aren't getting beaten anymore.
Yes.
Because we put on all these laws, right?
Yep.
And now the women are craving for it. Like nature wants to return.
Beat. You're so right.
Yeah.
I have been wishing to be beat. I miss my mom so much.
No, I've been getting less funny. I deserve a good
knock to the head.
Oh God, we're getting canceled.
I've been sexting with a guy and it's a lot of like consensual non-consent stuff. He's like, I'm just gonna take your asshole, and I'm like, why do I like this so much?
Why do you like this?
I don't know.
We can get into it.
All right, this was my question, Stirling. It's because he texted me and we were sexting all day, and then he goes, all right, have fun. Don't play with your pussy. You can't come until I text you back. And then he goes, I'll text you when I feel like it. And I was like, why? No, I loved it. I was like, that is so
Didn't you? Didn't you just? Oh. This guy's like playing like expert level game.
Oh, yeah. 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 Best sex of my life.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Whoa.
You know who you are, dude.
I know who he is too. And he's fine as hell.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a very beautiful man.
And that probably doesn't hurt either. He can probably push it a little bit further than if he was a bit ugly.
Because he's 6'5", yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Yes.
The thing is, if you had some dude walk in who was like 5'8", and he had the same, he had the swagger of a dude who's like 6'6".
Yeah.
And he just talked like that.
Oh, I'd hit it.
I think I would do it.
I'm sorry, I'd let him hit me.
Mother, I crave it.
Right. There we go.
Okay, so what do you think the psychology behind that is?
Well, behind like
me liking that.
the whole, well, it's like women talk about like, oh, we don't want a man who's controlling. Bullshit, you do. You do. Clearly, evidently. Am I wrong?
No, you know what it is? It's so funny because it's like the thing that you like somebody for is also the thing that you hate them for.
Well,
because
miraculously, once you break up with them, all these things are toxic.
But during it was
no, it's only toxic during like a fight. But then like in normal day to day, I want to be like, yeah, tell me what to do. Let's go where you want to go. I'm just here to look pretty, you know?
Yeah.
But then when you're fighting and they try to be controlling, then you're like, listen, motherfucker. And then they're like, who's this person?
The feminist comes out.
Yeah.
It's you want to switch your brain off.
Yeah.
Like it ties into what you both just said. Like him telling you what to do, dress like this. We're gonna go eat here, do this, do that. Like you get to turn your brain off. You get to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Women are not designed to like sit there and make decisions and have responsibility all day.
Thank you.
I mean, this sounds sexist, but it's true. Like every woman, like if I look, armchair feminists will hate it, but like behind closed doors, you just want to like turn your brain off and let the man deal with everything.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the other sort of sexier stuff he was talking about, like it's like the subcommunication of the capacity for violence.
Like he could kill me.
Exactly.
But he's not going to. And that's hot.
Exactly. That's why it's straight to the horse's mouth.
Interesting.
It's just like when everyone else thought Army Hammer was a weirdo, I was like,
Would.
Hey, you want to cut off my ear and keep it in a storage unit? Sure, whatever you want.
Jesus.
Sorry, I've been yeah. So no, I've been digesting a lot of Army Hammer content recently.
Smash.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you two watch like serial killer documentaries?
Yeah.
Not really, and you do.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
What does that mean?
Well, this guy you're talking to right now.
Oh, yeah. He could kill me. I'd be okay with it.
This is a phenomenon called hybristophilia, which is sexual attraction to killers.
Okay, well, Ted Bundy's not hot. Can we just get that out of the way?
But there's a lot of women who do think he was hot. He got fan mail like endlessly.
Remember the guy in Florida? Did you see the tatted guy who like killed? Who did he kill?
His wife or
With
something?
like
He killed a woman. Yeah, he's covered in tattoos.
He looks like a male model.
And he was so hot.
Yeah.
I remember we were all like, yo, he's kind of hot. We would. And I was like, he murdered a lady and ran her over.
He ended up dating like some CEO's daughter or something.
No, that's a different model. You're thinking of another guy.
What about the Menendez brothers?
Oh, yeah, they're hot. But didn't they? I feel like they should be free. Free the Menendez brothers.
You know what I mean? You'll never see a dude talking like this.
They're like Casey Anthony can get it.
No, fuck
Never
Casey
see it.
Anthony.
You'll never see it. only women have this phenomenon.
No, but guys do say they like crazy women. I think it's the same thing.
It's not the same. Like crazy is like emotional. Crazy means like she fucks good, really. Like it just means she just
What
goes
about
to
in
town.
your car? I feel like men like that shit.
They don't like it.
They say they don't, and then they're like, "Wow, she really loves me."
I've never. Well, I don't hang around with like complete psychopaths like you guys must do, because I don't know anyone who's ever had their car keyed or a woman who has keyed a guy's car. I don't know these people.
We've had friends who have gotten their cars keyed and friends who have keyed cars, and you know what? We're friends with neither of those people still.
Good.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, we cut off like friends that cheat on people. We cut off friends that like.
We friends with before then.
Well, acquaintances.
Well, yeah, we're not friends. We're family, Sterling.
Family. We have to.
Don't choose family.
Are you? You're a big cheater. Yeah, you believe in non-monogamy, or
You see how serious he just got? He's like, it's not cheating if she consents to it.
That's actually true.
it's called polyamory.
If we have a threesome, she's obviously consenting to it.
Oh, I wouldn't call that cheating because you're doing it together.
Yeah, but I could. But then, like,
what if you texted the girl at the threesome?
What about is this cheating? If we have a threesome and then my girl falls asleep and I fuck the other girl, is that cheating?
I would hate that.
I would be mad.
That would drive me nuts.
Wake me up.
I would. All hell would break loose.
Like, what if you but just to watch, like,
Yeah, involve me in it.
by just like dozing off on the pillow?
Yeah, As long as you wake me up, I'd be cool with it. I just want to know what's happening.
Interesting.
We were talking with a friend because we
I
were
would
like,
light the place on fire. I would burn that place down.
so I'm going to build a very flammable house for Jamie's first house.
Interesting. All right.
We were talking to a friend and he was like, all men cheat. And we were trying to get to like the root of it, of why women don't like it. And we were like, I think all it is women don't want to look stupid. If you make us look stupid, that's what pisses us off the most and hurts the most.
And that's why it burned the house down.
Because women are worried about women making fun of them.
That's what it is.
It's got nothing to do with the guy. It's you're worried about like all your friends talking shit about you behind your back. That's what you're actually.
And you know
worried
they will.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, this sounds terrible, but it's almost like better if you're like a good cheater than someone who than like somebody. I don't want either, and I'll still burn a house down. But
it's better if you don't know.
Like, or just other people don't know. Like
Discretion.
If my friends can see you're open to other women, that's embarrassing to me.
And
Because like no one wants that. They want to be the one who can like get them and be like, I can have her man. But no one wants like, I don't want to, people should know you're open. I don't know.
it's different though if you're fucking her friends versus you're just fucking some random girl.
Yeah,
But
don't
everyone's
fuck her friends.
associated.
Yeah, like I feel like even from the guys' perspective, like going after her friends is a bit like that's like
That's fucked.
it's like come on, like there's plenty of women.
There's so many fish in the sea.
Yeah, you can like, and it's you've got less chance of being caught if you just go for like some random on the side rather than like in the direct social circle.
But you know what you could do in that situation? If you fuck her friend, then you could gaslight her and you could be like, baby, I was just trying to make sure you knew who your real friends were.
You're a terrible person, Emily Wade.
You know that you thought of that, not me.
I didn't even think of that.
While we're on the question of threesome,
Yeah, should we get back to
there
that?
was a question I would ask you, which was like, we mentioned off air that I've had one instance of it happening, and you've had instance of it happening of like a failed threesome,
An aborted threesome?
an aborted threesome. That's one way of saying it. Sure.
Yeah, well, there's like, I had 2 attempts and then where like I was trying to like flirt with the girl and like see if she was into girls and be like, I don't know. Cause I can also tell when a girl's interested in a guy. So I'm like, all right, check. Now let me see. And then one of them was just like, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, why the fuck you flirting with mine then? Like,
She wants a threesome with your man and her man.
oh, I would want that too. But then there was another time where I tried to have a threesome and the girl came home with us and we were drinking and like partying and having a good time. And it was very late. There was no need to be there. So we started making moves and then it was like 6 a.m. and she was just like, I'm going to go home. Like right at the moment.
When you started making moves, that's when she did that.
Like a little bit after we started making moves.
And the moves didn't go down well.
No.
So that she wasn't receptive to the moves.
She was like receptive, but not like super. She wasn't gonna take the lead in any of it. You know what I'm saying? And then she just went home. And then I was like, well, now it's 6 a.m. and I'm like drunk, and I don't even think I ended up having sex with her.
I'm going to bed.
We were like, well, fuck this.
I guess we'll just go to sleep now. What were the moves? Did you guys try to like make out and like bring her in?
No, it was like
it's-
we were being touchy. We were kind of being like touchy with her. We were getting closer.
You know, the actual key to it is like you and her making out. That's like, if that happens, then it's like full steam ahead.
There's some girls where it's like, it's very natural.
I'm going to give you the next time this situation happens, here's how you pull it off.
Okay.
If you're not feeling it, if it's like a little bit, you're unsure, right? Because normally the best scenario is you make out with her, cool, we're off to the races, everyone gets the vibe. If that's not happening, what has to happen then is basically like the three of you are like right next to each other in like a love triangle kind of situation. Your man makes out with you really passionately right in front of her, whilst the two of you are kind of like, if you're both touchy-feely already, you're like a hand on a small of a back or whatever, and then he just takes both your heads and pushes them together. Not forcefully, but like guides it They start headbutt each other, being guided together.
It wasn't, I don't know. The energy just wasn't there. I was just confused. I was like, maybe she just wants to hang out. And I was like, God damn it.
She just wanted to have.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I would do. I'd be like, I just want to make friends. Let's hang out till 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Did you feel sexually frustrated by her doing that?
Oh, are you trying to convince us blue balls exist?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if you felt the male like that equivalent of blue balls by just being having like all this time wasted.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See? Yeah. And now you get it.
I know, of course. I know, and she's just like, I thought we were friends. And I'm like, you don't want to fuck me?
See?
No, it is frustrating when you're like, it's not like I'm angry towards her or that she should have done it. It's more so like, oh, God damn it. I was like, hopes up, hopes down. And it's more so because I just wanted to experience that with like the person I was with. So I was like, this would have been fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think it's a bonding thing.
it was a bond. It would have been
If you'd pulled it off, you and it would be much closer together. It's a bonding experience.
Damn.
Because, and here's why. Okay, so I'll give you my version of that story. Was we actually did have the threesome,
okay.
but then the girl wouldn't leave.
No.
Like she just stuck around. And she didn't look like I think she actually at one point got into her pajamas. Like she had packed pajamas. Like in her bag. I'm like, where'd these fucking come
She
from?
pulls out a duffel bag. You're like,
Yeah, what are you doing? This is in a hotel.
She has a rolling suitcase.
She was like, which bed am I staying in? Right between you guys.
Well, it's only one bed. It's a hotel room. I'm like, what are you doing? And then, sort of to try and I'm like, give her the hint. I just fucked her again, and we just started up again.
That's the opposite.
But it didn't. I was like, okay, if we do it again and like keep it shorter, then maybe she'll go after the second round. And it didn't work. And she just
that would
stayed there just yapping, away.
Did you sleep over?
No, she eventually did leave, but she left something. She left like some jewelry, which is exactly what a woman does when she's trying to like come back to your house. She'll just leave some trinket laying around. But she did this in a hotel room, so it was super weird. But but that was a bonding experience with them. Me and my main at the time just laughed about it afterwards.
My main.
You know. So it will be a bonding. When you do pull it off, it'll be a bonding experience.
All right. I'll be looking forward to that when I find a man. We're going to bond.
You just told me about this dude who's railing your brains.
He just doesn't live anywhere close.
That hasn't stopped me before, and it won't stop me. Never stopped me before, baby.
I've had a threesome where it was failed because the guy got coke dick, so he couldn't get his dick hard, and so I ended up just hooking up with his girlfriend. But also it was very one-sided. She wasn't super into girls. She was down to have shit done to her. And so then I couldn't do anything with the guy, nor did I really want to. And then I was just doing shit. And then he tried to fuck me, and then they got in a fight. But I was too fucked up, and they lived an hour away, so I had to sleep over. So I had to lay in bed with them after they fought about us, and they were trying to fuck me.
That's fucking awkward.
Yeah, I was like, I can't deal with this. I'm gonna turn over. I was like, you guys, good luck. I'll be gone in the morning.
How long did that fight go on for?
It was just more uncomfortable energy. It was like she was like, "Are you really gonna try to fuck this girl in front of me?" Because I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I was that. I started a fight. And I stayed, and I was like,
you got to pick them right. Look.
Well, that was, she like, I don't know. She was like, can I do a coke off your tit? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, let me just lick your tits. And then we looked at our boyfriend and we're like, let's do this. It just happened out of nowhere. And that's usually how I like it. I don't like it planned. Then I get too much anxiety.
Yeah, you need to go with the flow of it.
I do get insecure about like my man with another girl. So it has to be like a very like spontaneous thing where I'm like, I'm in the mood. Let's do this. This is fun.
You don't have time to think.
Yeah. If I think about it, I'm like, do they know each other? Have they talked before? And then my brain goes crazy.
His DMs.
Yeah. And then I'm like, and then I won't enjoy the sexual relationship because I'll be like, I don't want to watch you guys hook up. And then I'll get insecure in it. I don't want that. I want to be very open and explorative and not like me give a fuck about the dynamic, you know? Yeah.
See, we got to look forward to.
I want to have a threesome.
Right.
Do you text the other girls that you have threesomes with?
What do you mean?
Or do you make your girl talk to them? Or are you the one?
Both. Yeah.
Do you talk to them after the threesome?
Yeah. Sure.
Like you'll stay in touch? He's like, I'm fucking them.
Keep on the roster
Oh, okay.
for next time.
Sorry. Yeah. You got to keep them on the hook.
Why not?
That's what I do.
You know, like if there's actually good chemistry and like they're not weird, you want to keep that one around for next time because like otherwise you end up with like
These situations.
super weird situations.
I mean, I've never had a good one. I've never had like a solid one.
I've only ever had like one like mediocre one. I've had a great time. Maybe I'm just better at picking threesome partners.
Yeah.
We
Probably.
need a consultant.
Do you sell like a course?
I'll advise you on this for free. But next time,
thank you.
Next time
Next time I'm at a bar,
just
I'm
send
gonna
me
be like-
voice notes through like
Sterling,
IG.
How do I get this girl to
Yo.
fuck me right now?
What's going on? Send me like a play-by-play video of the whole scenario.
I put in Bluetooth and call you. I'm like, what do I say next?
Exactly. I'll just be in your ear.
Always be closing, baby. Always be closing.
If I do this,
Loser.
the other one has
Not
to.
either.
If I do this, the other one has to film it though.
That would be so good. Oh my God, what if we went on dates and you were in our ear? That would be so
such a good
funny.
Scenario like
I'm down. Let's do it.
we go to the bar and someone films us, but it's in private, and you're telling us what to do.
And like,
It's
it's
like
like
practical jokers, practical jokers, but for like dating.
I'm telling you what to say.
That's
I'm
gold.
like, here's like no. Here's how you answer that question correctly without looking like a slut. This is the answer.
What if I want to look like a slut?
Okay, so I'm going to sit there and give you two options. Come on, I'm making you think too much, or
No, he's teaching us how to get our rent paid.
Thank
not
God.
necessarily. No.
Please, Sterling. Somebody has to.
Somebody has to take care of
Somebody
us. We need it.
It's not going to be me.
The cats aren't chipping in.
No, we're not doing well.
Oh, damn it.
No, we're doing fine.
We're just doing our best, dude. And sometimes your best isn't good enough.
It sounds like you guys have had a great time here in Austin to me.
Yeah, but it's
Been a shit show.
You guys have had a bit of a whirlwind.
It's like the Texas curse. It's like fighting us to see if we're worthy enough to stay here.
Okay.
To the good old Republic of Texas, you know?
Okay. Isn't there like a song that people sing here in the heart of Texas? Is some kind
and I'm proud to be an American.
something like that?
Or at least I know I'm free. Where I can have failed.
I don't know because I'm not from Texas. You
Where
got
I can have aborted threesomes, but I can't abort this baby. Do you think it's gay to have sex with a dude?
gay to have sex with a dude. What are these lowball questions?
He's like, I want intelligent questions from you
Does
guys.
that make us gay?
What, having sex with a dude makes you gay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck. I've been gay this whole time.
You've been gay this whole time. But it's okay. I'm a lesbian, so it's all right.
Ah, you are what you eat.
Ah,
That pussy.
there we go.
Let me restart the cameras, I think.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It does a 30-minute thing.
Yeah. I know we haven't upgraded.
You guys are just such fucking killer comedic timing. There's just never a
So do you. You're killing it.
Well, that's why
Kill
we have very good banter, like in all of us, the timing and stuff, and you get our sense of humor. Even
Yeah.
though we have different views on a lot of things, we still can come together and laugh about shit, and I think that's really awesome.
Of course. You know, I actually did a stand-up set once.
Oh, shut up! No way.
No shit. When I was
Do you
like,
ever record it?
When I was 25, it didn't get recorded. But it was for like there's a festival we have in Australia, which is like the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and they would do like there would be competitions in each state, and then the winners would progress to the next round. The next round, you go to Melbourne, you get to have a set on stage, and I did it. I did like a 2 minute, maybe 2 minute bit.
How'd it go?
It was okay, yeah. But I think I had it easy because like I was in the second half of the evening and everyone was drunk.
So they were already, the crowd is warmed up.
Exactly. I didn't have it easy. I mean, I'm sorry, I had it easy, but the guys before us, you know, they had to like warm them up. There was a couple of guys before me who were really good, and then they had a break. They were all boozed up, and then I got a few laughs, whatever.
Oh, that's the
But
best.
that was like, honestly,
It's like crack.
yeah.
it was the most like nerve-wracking experience, and I've done fucking pornography. Like, right?
Same here, brother.
I'm like, I had to get my dick hard in front of like a room full of strangers. And comedy was more nerve-wracking.
Would you rather get your dick hard in a room full of strangers or do stand-up comedy for 15 minutes?
Oh, I'll take like, banging in front of a bunch of strangers. Yeah, it's way easier. For me, it was way easier.
It is a terrifying, soul crushing, nerve wracking.
15 minutes though, you couldn't do it. Can you do a 15-minute set?
I can do 15 minutes.
Damn, okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot.
Yeah, bitch.
It's a lot.
I've had friends in comedy. I know there's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time.
Yeah. It's fun though. It's hard. There's so many friends that we have that were like, you're the funniest person. If you just did stand up and just your jokes are how you speak,
Right.
you'd be a killer. And there's people who study comedy and practice every single day that can't come up with the shit that just naturally comes to some people. You're funny. We love having you on.
I'll take that.
It's always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Never a business because we're family.
Apparently. I should be your look,
getting
if
into
I'm
business,
gonna be family, if we're gonna be family, and I'm like your dad, so like every time you have a boy talk to you,
What about
I will
her?
tell you if he's good for you or not. You should just send me his like Instagram or whatever, and I'll be like, fuck boy, like don't go near it. You know, I'll give you that male perspective.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that because we know my dad won't do that.
I'm looking out for you.
I don't even have one. I just ask out in the ether. I'm like, is this man for me? Show me a black cat. And I see my cat. I'm like,
It's a sign.
So is that a green flag, a dude with a cat?
yes.
Really?
Yes. Cats are very they have very specific personalities. And if you're good with them, I feel like you are in tune with reading someone's body language and their emotions.
Yes. Interesting.
And also you understand boundaries. I think a dog is always going to give you attention no matter what. A cat's love, you have to earn it. And they'll be mad at you. And you have to make up to them.
Yeah, like a dog's always a yes,
Yeah.
whereas a cat's like,
Dogs are whores.
Cats
And
got to earn.
dogs are attention whores. I will give you that.
I think we talked about this last episode too.
Did we?
And they say in dating, there's like the golden retriever and black cat theory.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
I've heard of golden retriever energy.
Okay, so the on the opposite of that is a woman being a black cat, where it's like
Are you two black? Are you both black cats?
Like you have to like you know what I mean? Like once I submit.
It just sounds like an excuse for shitty behavior.
What?
Standing,
I'm actually a black cat.
No.
Like,
standing true to yourself, Sterling.
I'm just gonna be a cunt for like the first 3 dates. Is that what that means?
You never met a bitchy golden retriever? Because I have.
No, I don't.
Get an abused one.
I'm an abused golden retriever.
You know what?
Oh,
Fuck my theory. Whatever.
No, keep going.
I
keep
learned it
going.
on TikTok anyways, where I get all my information.
No, but I think that is true. They say that like golden retriever are men and women. Like you need to have a man who loves you more than you love him. I think the man needs
that's
to love
completely
more.
wrong.
No, he wants women to chase him.
Of course.
no, and it's ostensibly that is a better scenario. When the woman is looking up to the man, the woman is chasing the man more than
You
he's
can
chasing
look up to a man and not chase
I
him.
guarantee you, every time, any scenario, show me a relationship where that's the case, where she looks up to him and she chases him more than he chases her. She loves him a little bit more than he loves her. It'll last as long as it lasts.
You don't think that's
The other way
good?
around is bad news bears.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying the man needs to chase and the man needs to want. Wait,
No, he's saying opposite. That's what I'm saying.
It's the opposite, yeah.
no.
I think you can look up to a man and then not chase them. There's plenty of men where I'm like, yes, I would listen to you, but I'm not going to chase you. I want you to show interest in me.
Yeah, but
You have to earn the subservience.
him chasing you depends upon how much game he's got, to be fair.
You can have game and chase. It's not like simpy chase. Like, please date me. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah, but how many guys are out there who are like, there's not many dudes in between like the simpy like chaser you will ignore and you don't care about, and then the dude this like
I'm talking like
this
our
mythical man
grandparents writing
that you
love
want.
letters
That's
to each
exactly.
other and-
Chasing is not being a simp. Chasing is
courting.
pursuing.
Yeah.
A woman wants to be pursued.
Yeah, you can pursue in a non-needy way.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to pursue it on. Unfortunately,
if a man
you have to
pursues
pursue in a
In a
non-needy.
non-needy way,
You have to.
then they can earn the submissiveness of the woman.
Well, it's
But I
not even that. It's if
expecting the woman to-
if he leads you when you're around each other, you'll fall into that submissive frame. If you're with a guy you trust and you feel safe around and you respect and you can like, I can turn my brain off around this guy, you'll fall into that submissiveness naturally. I've just seen it time and time again.
I just think the man should love the woman more because otherwise it won't work out.
I think once she gives him a kid, the love that he will have for her will like skyrocket.
So I have to give birth for somebody to love me?
Love you more. Even
But that
more.
didn't work with my mom. What makes you think it'll work with me?
Or my
Pick
mom.
better.
What? Be better?
No, pick better.
Oh,
Pick better.
I know, that's why I'm just not gonna have sex ever again because we can't get abortions in the state of Texas.
Wait, so it's legal here, is it?
No, it's illegal. Oh,
I
it's
didn't know that.
yeah. Like if I went to the doctor and they just ran a routine pregnancy test and I didn't know I was pregnant and I was pregnant,
Right.
and then I left the state to go do comedy and then I came back all of a sudden not pregnant, I could go away.
Really?
Even if it was a miscarriage, I had a miscarriage on tour.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Know that. Chef.
Yeah,
They'll put you away.
scary.
Interesting.
it's
well,
very scary. So you don't even want to test if you're pregnant here.
have you heard of using condoms?
Yeah.
A condom?
I had friends get pregnant from using condoms. Breaks,
Yeah,
cum gets out.
I don't believe in condoms.
It's interesting to hear from
I remember you can get pregnant without even having sex if you just if
you. Should be in a toilet seat.
if the cum gets into your pussy.
Have you ever read the Bible, dude?
Yeah.
I don't look. How many people are actually like bursting like the condom? You can. I've been in a situation where I felt the condom rip. You could feel it rip. Like you know it's ripped.
Yeah. Well, then some people are pieces of shit. I don't know.
And then just
Have you heard
jizz
of
away.
stealthing?
I have heard of that.
I got stealth.
That is fucked up.
Wait, what's stealthing?
It's where a dude will pretend he has a condom on, then take it off and come inside you.
Yeah, that's
And
fucked.
not.
Oh, I've
tell
had that
you.
happen.
Yeah.
I've had that happen too, where they're like, "Oh, I didn't know the condom was on," and I'm like, "What?"
What the fuck? How is that possible?
Like they start with the condom on, and then at the end, I'm like, "Where's the condom?"
But you can't tell.
This was like I was in college, and I think I fucked somebody when we were like drunk.
Inexperienced.
Yeah, and then this was a long time ago, and I was like, "Never again."
Yeah. Wow. Damn. Okay. That even for a guy who's a scumbag like me, that's extra scumbaggy. I don't go
Why do you
there.
think you're a scumbag?
I don't know. You mentioned this before. You had friends hate on the fact that you had
They knew you as a manosphere guy. They don't know you
That guy.
the way we know you as like a human being.
Thank you.
I think you're a good person. we
appreciate
don't have to agree on everything for me to like you.
Yeah, I'm like so firm in that. I went to University of Vermont, the most like progressive liberal school. We grew up in Boston, and then we moved to Florida. It was like a complete culture shock and then what, you're gonna get angry that everyone disagrees with you and then just be isolated. Like you get to know people and then you're like, oh, you know what I mean? I think it's important.
Do you find that Austin is like, because Austin is like a super liberal city?
Austin's liberal, but with the influx of comedy, it's become very
tech.
right wing and tech and like SpaceX.
Wait, SpaceX makes sense. You went from like these little liberal, more liberal areas, like you said, Boston and whatever, right? And then Miami is like a bit of a culture shock because it's like way more right.
So Republican.
Everyone we knew.
Do you find that like Austin is like a balance between them or not?
Yeah, depending on what area of Austin you're in. If I'm
I heard that, but my understanding of Austin was that Austin is way more is like the liberal bit of Texas.
It is. It is.
the more liberal bit, I would say, but like if I'm at East Austin, it's very like hipster, like more liberal. They do like a lot of like LGBT comedy shows, and it's a completely different scene. If you're on 6th Street, you're getting a lot of like the Kill Tony mothership people. They're pushing the limits.
It's a very interesting city. I love it very much. It is liberal. They do seem to love the gays here. But then you hit like a line and they're like, oh no, that's too far.
Or the gays are like, I love Trump.
I do see. I've seen a lot of rainbow flags as I'm driving around.
But then you also see a lot of thin blue line flags.
Ah,
Sometimes it's the two of them mix and it's a thin blue line rainbow flag.
interesting.
Like, hey, your rainbow flag still has a blue line. Yeah, it's interesting. I have so many views that are on both sides that it doesn't like. I don't know, prescribe to anything.
Does your comedy do better here or in Florida?
Here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Florida scenes are terrible. Well, Miami scenes are terrible.
We can get up like probably 3 to 5 times a night every night out here.
No way.
Which in Miami was 7 times a week max.
Oh wow.
The growth that we're able to get in terms of experience on stage and the comfortability of being on stage and the joke writing for us in the last 6 months is more than my whole comedy career.
That's amazing.
Emily did her LMAOF taping, and I'm going to jerk her off real quick. She dressed in this beautiful like brown polka dot dress with like some kitten heels. She looked like Marvelous Miss Maisel. She had her hair done, the makeup, like the old fashioned look.
We're trying to find a trad husband.
Yeah. And she walked out and she was like this character. It was like her, and every line was funny. She crushed her 10 minutes. I was like, oh my God, she's a star. It was amazing. And a year ago today, I was like, it's crazy the growth and the difference. Yeah. And also just you did like so amazing.
We're like good writers now.
Right.
I've seen like Jamie's jokes since 2020. Yeah. I've seen in a lot of comedies, you tell the same jokes for like the first 5 years. So I've seen her jokes hundreds of times, and the amount that the writing has grown since just being here. It's really cool to be part of like a moment in history where we can experience all of this growth and really work really hard and become amazing comics. It's cool.
I have a joke that you'd like and appreciate.
Can I hear it?
Yeah. I start and I say Trump won, and then either people boo or whatever. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about politics or what you think. I just thought it was really weird when Kamala Harris didn't make a speech when she lost. That was weird. You're supposed to make a speech. It just goes to show when you fuck a woman hard, she finally learns when to shut the fuck up.
Nice.
That crushes here.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I
was like, you'd like this. Women might submit, but nothing is more powerful than making a man laugh. Okay.
Amen. Amen.
It's pretty good.
I'll hee you right out of your polygamy.
Right back into monogamy, baby.
You can't be that funny.
Oh, come on. You guys would have great aborted threesomes together.
Never had an STD.
No, I did. I got you're getting tested like at least once a week, consistently for like the whole time.
I feel like porn people are cleaner than normal people.
Yeah,
porn people are way cleaner.
They're way cleaner.
Yeah,
like because they know
you have to.
Like your work depends upon you not having something.
I've made people get talent tested to have sex with me. No, I don't even want them to go to the doctor.
Service, that's the one.
I want them to go get talent tested. I go, that has everything. You're getting throat swabbed, your booty holes getting swabbed, everything's getting swabbed.
Yep.
Blood, and it's like $300. It's cheaper than going to your doctor.
Reliable.
24 hours.
They know what they're doing.
Last time they swabbed my knee. It was crazy.
I was like, you guys are thorough.
Freaky shit you've been getting up to.
Dude, I'd be having fun with my kneecaps.
I've had a guy use his knee to make me come before.
Like he grinds against your clit.
Like grinding.
Yeah, like he'll put his... Yeah, that's good. That's like a tool they use.
I came from the lesbians. Let's show. Let's show.
Credit is due. Give that one to the lesbians. No dude would have thought of that on his own.
No.
Until the lesbians came.
Until the lesbians came. The Fire Nation attacked, dude, and then suddenly women were having orgasms everywhere. It was crazy.
Do you know, I just read this somewhere, that back in the day, women would get so worked up, like sexually, that they would send them to a doctor to get it taken care of?
It's called hysteria.
Yeah.
It was the diagnosis. Yeah, that's how vibrators were invented.
Well, didn't they also give them like lobotomies and electrical shock?
Not the women.
They were like, she's horny. It's the devil.
I don't know. Have you been hanging around with a woman who has been fucked properly? They can get pretty.
Yeah, what's up? What are you guys talking about?
You're in an apartment with two of them right now.
My eye starts twitching when I don't have sex.
Yeah. What in the period time when I wasn't getting laid, my eye was just going, yep, like all the time, and I was like, I think I'm stressed.
The number of women who would just be like so much more pleasant if they were just getting dicked properly.
Wait, what am I saying? If I was getting sex more, I wouldn't be such a cunt.
Wait,
I think you're lovely.
It's because I just had sex.
Yeah, she's smiling and laughing for the
Giggly, rosy cheeks.
No, wait, just realized that my last ex, or not the recent ex-boyfriend, I guess recent ex-boyfriend and the one before were my most successful times financially. And I was getting laid and I was happy.
So you were like, you're mentally like calmer. You're making rational buying decisions.
I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say any of that.
She's making decisions.
I'm just saying I'm getting dick. And then I don't have sex outside of that, really.
I'm looking for a nice man. Sterling, how do we find a nice man? We're two lovely ladies. We're funny. We cook. We clean. We suck dick.
Right, you practiced that before.
Are you drinking a hard tea?
Yes. I go, this makes so much sense now.
Yeah, it's 5%.
This is new to me.
How are you meeting your men?
At comedy.
Oh, so I was correct.
But he's not a comedian.
Yeah, but at the comedy shows. Right?
Yeah, it's fine though.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go outside of comedy to find
good
funny
men
men.
don't go to comedy shows.
I mean, I'm sure some do, but not obviously not the ones who are hitting on you guys.
Look at our jobs. Be real with us. Give it to us real. This is not
Yeah.
joke, Sterling.
No condoms. No condoms, just raw.
Give it to us raw. No chlamydia. Okay.
None to give.
Look us in the eye, Sterling.
This is a devil's threesome.
We have OnlyFans. We are female stand-up comedians.
Oh God.
You're saying you're fishing in the wrong pond.
you
There's not
saying
a
there's
lot
a
of ponds.
chance?
Do we have to go to Alaska?
Well, Alaska's full of strippers, so I think you actually might stand a good chance there.
But genuinely, how I feel like we have to date someone that's in entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to find a guy who's like a bit more blasé with that kind of stuff.
And I don't want to bitch.
Which to be fair is probably going to be entertainment, but maybe you're just going to have to accept a little bit of toxicness.
No.
I want a man who's like, baby, you're doing OnlyFans. No, you're too good for that. Here's $10,000 a month. I love you.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on.
You don't think I'm deserve?
No,
you don't think I deserve $10,000 a month?
No one's going to.
Who has that in this economy?
It ain't gonna. It's not going to happen. I just suspect you might have to lower your standards a little bit.
How low?
I don't know.
I was already in Miami.
As low as it takes. That's not low.
As low as it takes.
Miami is not lowering your standards, but Miami's where they're at least rich in Miami.
It's scamming.
I don't
Rich.
care about
It's
rich.
very scammy. It is very. It's why I can't stand it.
I don't care about rich. I care about consideration.
So
That's the love language I care about. Being considered.
I'd rather have a generous man than a rich man.
Me too.
generous in what regards? Monetarily.
Generous in time, consideration, love, attention.
So you want a guy who's got nothing to do all day.
All right.
No, you can be generous and busy. We're busy people. We show up for the people and our friends and our lives that we care about while we're busy and operating and doing shit we got to do. And without taking away from ourselves. I think there's a way you can give to people and not take away from what you got going on.
Cool. Try it out for like a few months. Just like
Lower your standards.
lower the standards a little bit for a few months. See how you go. You might find the love of your life.
Well,
What? So, like you're saying, what?
You might find the guy who what will happen is you'll find the guy who gives you everything you've just talked about, and then you'll be like,
He's kind of boring.
he's boring. He gives me the ick somehow. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's always the toxic ones that get your pussy
I
wet.
love
Isn't
a
it?
good toxic man.
Look, we do it. It's not the fact that they're toxic that it makes you like horny for them. It's that all the things that make you horny they have. Right? It's like,
Yeah.
there is that mythical guy out there who like ticks every box every woman has ever imagined. And he does have simultaneously he has all the horny boxes, but he also has all the husband boxes, right? Like that guy does exist somewhere. But like your chances of finding that is pretty fucking slim because every single woman on earth is looking for the same guy.
Yeah, and we're comedians and have OnlyFans. Those are like the two lowest level.
I don't think the comedian is a bad thing.
No, it's bad. You're
Really?
a female comic.
Yeah.
It's rough out here as female comics.
Like do dudes
No, because
dudes who are not
men don't want you to be in the limelight. You're a star. You're making people laugh. You're making men laugh. You're making women laugh. There's a specific thing that being a comedian as a performer, I think, is different than other performances.
Or they want to be you. They want to be the comic,
be as funny
and
as
they're
you.
jealous that they're not.
Because this
Have you
it's
ever
very male-dominated industry. Men love comedy. If you're a woman and you're funny and you're respected by the people they look up to,
Right.
there's a power dynamic that we don't put in place, but they in their brain do.
Well, I think they want to because they want to be able to make you laugh. I think.
Yeah, they do though.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
they
you,
do.
like the guys you date can make you laugh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they're not comedians or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I've only dated one comic.
Yeah, so
Everyone's been a normal dude.
and a lot of girls in like who are, how would you say, like they were BDSM escorts, right? So they were like dominatrixes,
Okay.
right? I know I know at least 3 different girls pretty closely who did that as a profession. And every time that I hooked up with them, they wanted me to like throw them around, choke them, tie them up, all that kind of stuff. But it's like, and whenever I asked them about like, what's the reasoning behind you doing the dominatrix shit? It was never about sexual arousal. It was always just like, it was a power game. They enjoyed the power of having the power of a dude, but it was never an arousing thing.
Yeah, I pegged the guy who cheated on me. I gave anal to, because every time I put it in my butt, I kept going, let me put it in yours. And he would say no. And then when we broke up and I didn't talk to him after he cheated on me, after 80 missed calls, the last message I got was, I'll let you peg me if I can just talk to you, please, Jamie. And that's how I realized my pussy's magical.
What the fuck?
And I said, be at my house at 7:30. And then I pegged him. And then I let him talk to me after.
You like, he sent the message and you went out and bought
as he texted me that, I go, be at my house at 7. And he goes, wait, are you serious? I go, I'm on the way to the sex store. My first sex store ever. I've never been.
I know the sex store you went to.
Yeah, Adult Express.
On the way to Hingham.
Yeah.
I used to go there.
First sex store. I went in, I go, where are the strap-ons? I want all sizes of the dildos. You can cheat on me all you want, but you can't get your asshole unfucked by it.
Amen. Amen.
Wait, but other guys have cheated on you.
Just a few.
Sorry to bring it up.
You know what I do think about? My ex, Mr. Robotongue. That's what he called it. He ate pussy. Great. Sex was great. The relationship was pretty good, but he just, was a slut. And I think about it, and he accepted everything I did with OnlyFans, and he wouldn't even take my money. I'd be like, let me buy you things. And he'd be like, no, let me help you make content and you do whatever you want. And I was like, no, I'm going to buy you Jordans or like a PS5 or something. And he'd be like, no, that's good. And I'm like, but I get it. He was getting other pussy. And maybe I should have just closed my eyes and said, it's okay.
No, you deserve better.
Anyways.
Do you think,
No, let him respond.
No,
go ahead.
There was no response. When did you know you wanted to fuck the last guy you fucked? What was the thing where in your brain you're like, I want to fuck this guy? What did he do, say, whatever?
I was just talking about this to him, but I get really weird when I'm talking to guys and like I like them. I'll be like, I gotta go. All right, sorry. Talk to you later. And then I just like run away because I'm scared and nervous. So he was cool with me being weird. And then he let me run away. He was like, if I knew you better, I'd invite you over. I shook his hand and said, all right, goodbye. Have a good night. And then he texted me and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey, come over. And the reason why I had sex with him is I said, I'm not going to have sex with you tonight.
That's what they all say.
And he goes, that's fine. I wasn't expecting to have sex.
Nice.
And that immediately I was like, all right, I'm going to fuck this man.
It's that easy, bro.
I hope every man listening to this just wrote down some fucking notes.
I think that's true.
Because that is the
like you
that
feel
is the
safe.
textbook way to handle that response from a woman. It's because it's like if the dude pushes, it's needy energy. It's too needy. It's too desperate for it.
I like when they don't. I want to fuck all the guys who don't want to fuck me. If you're too sexual up front, I literally write you off immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, yeah, of course, I'm sexual. We'll have a great time. Cool. Like, that's already known. So if I have chemistry with somebody and they go to that right away, and I'm like, ugh, you're just taking all the fun out of it. I like the foreplay of like the flirting and like, are we going to fuck and the buildup? You know what I mean? Not like, I don't know.
You want the whole experience.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't want like the expectation of like, of course we're attracted to each other. Let's fuck eventually, but like let's build it up and make it great.
I think
Some
that
people just jump to it.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, because for you, the build up is sex. It's like it's a better way for a guy to understand. So the answer to my original question?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
The last person I had sex with was the guy I dated.
Well, what was it that made you like in your head the moment you realized you want to have sex with him?
Oh, the moment we started talking.
Instantaneously.
Instantaneously, I was like, he's so hot, I'd want to fuck him.
That was quick.
But I didn't fuck him right away.
You knew that you wanted to.
Yeah, it was one of those weird things. The first thing I said to him, I sat down and I go, hey, I'm Jamie. My dad's dead. And
You're like, I'm trying to fuck you.
No, I wasn't trying to fuck him at all. And I was just, so I think that's why I was just being a weirdo. I was like, let's just see how he responds to this. I do weird social experiments.
And he responded positively.
Yeah, and then his friend was like, what the fuck, Jamie? I just introduced you guys. Like, and I was like, oh, sorry. I'm like, sorry, I didn't take my meds today. No, I was just joking around. And he played along with it. Actually, I know the exact moment. I think I watched him in his element. Like, they were taking pictures and I took a video and he was like popping his collar and he was drunk and whatever. I don't know. It was just like him in his element with all of his friends. And I just looked at him and I was like, I'm going to have sex with this man tonight. It was really nice seeing him be happy and like, I don't know, confident and
with his friends,
with people that like he loved and they loved him and stuff. And it was just, it was really attractive.
I think that bit, what you just said then, that is probably the key thing for people to take away from that is like, as the dudes watching, because you're like, you're getting a glimpse psychologically, you're getting a glimpse into like what you're joining.
Yes.
Like this is the tribe ostensibly that you're joining and they all look up to him and they all respect him.
Yeah.
So if I join this tribe, he's not some bum, some loser who everyone disrespects and doesn't like.
Yeah.
Like he's a well-respected member of this group. Oh yeah, let me hitch my wagon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I know I like somebody and I want to like hook up with them when I'm like attracted to them being them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well,
like seeing someone genuinely have joy.
Yeah.
I can see that and not want to fuck them. And then something about that made me be like, oh, I like this for him. And that I'm like, oh, there's something there.
It sounds like it was one piece of the puzzle as well. Like there's lots of things you mentioned there before, but that was like kind of like the final piece of the puzzle. Like you've seen him being attractive in other different ways.
And he wanted me to be there.
And then this last
and he made sure I was okay the whole time. Can I get you drinks? Oh, introducing me to everybody. Like, even if I already knew them, like he was just very on top of it. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, daddy. Let's have sex now.
I love when a man is daddy.
And then we stayed together for like 3 days and fucked for like 3 days.
chemistry.
Yeah. And then he called me every day. Well, not every day, but called me like once a week. And then it turned into more. And we started to be on the phone because it was like long distance. And then that made me like him because we got to know each other without sex.
Right. Ta-da. Well done.
Women want attention, men want sex.
Correct.
Yep.
Good
But if
question.
you didn't hop on the phone, we wouldn't have had sex. Again.
Well, after, yes, you would have. Stop lying. You definitely would have. Did you just do the jerk off there? Who do you think you're talking to?
The jerk off king.
What other questions do you have for us?
You've got a whole list of stuff
I
for
know,
me.
but you're the man. You're supposed to lead. What's going on
Ma'am,
here?
I'm in your house.
I thought I was a woman. I thought I didn't have to make decisions. I thought I was safe here.
I'm on your show, so you have to lead and ask me that list of, unless they're all like inappropriate and insulting.
What are our red flags?
Can you explain tariffs to us?
Is that actually written down?
We were having a blast coming up with questions for you this morning.
You're asking the wrong guy.
It's literally on there.
Like, is it?
Do you have any dick sucking advice?
Ladies, just being enthusiastic. That was what I would say. Enthusiasm.
Okay.
Enthusiasm and
You come up and you go, this is great.
That would actually be surprisingly better than what a lot of women do.
What if I go, is this thing on?
That would be kind of funny.
I've done that before.
I bet you have.
It worked. It worked. I did a 15-minute set into his dick, and he goes, "Can you suck it already?" I go, "No, I got 10 more."
I did that with the last guy I hooked up with too. And he was like, "Jamie, sex time is not the time to be making jokes." And can we turn that off, please? And I was like, "Oh, shit." I thought we're having fun.
Do you like giggling during sex, like making jokes, or is it all serious?
Yeah, it shows like it helps you both relax and helps you get into like that non-judgmental place, which I think is important for like good chemistry, you want to get a flow state between the two of you, right?
Yeah.
So like a woman cracking a joke during sex tells me that she's nervous and she's trying to relax. Right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I was nervous.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, cool. Let her do it. Let her get that out. Let her get that nervous energy out.
The first time I have sex with somebody, it's always the worst. It's the worst we'll ever have sex.
That's what I thought too. And then the guy I just had sex with, it was so easy. It was so comfortable.
But he made you feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Even somebody I feel initially comfortable with and I have sex with them the first time, if all of a sudden something happens where I no longer feel safe, you're going to get like Starfish Jamie, who's like, "Yeah, just give it to me." Like I'm not. And then like you want me to get on top? I better feel very safe. Like there's like a difference of like the energetic level or like the openness, I guess, for everything.
What do you think it was that made you feel so safe though?
Oh,
That's a very
good question.
He asked me that too, and I don't know. I think sometimes there's just chemistry.
It's annoying to like. It's hard when you say things like chemistry, the vibe. Like it's
sometimes that's just what it is.
But I understand what you're saying because I do this. I replicate that. I do that. But it's like, how do I get the average Joe who isn't familiar with creating that kind of chemistry with a woman to like understand exactly what's going on?
I think what Jamie said, not making it about sex right off the bat.
Yes.
So making her feel comfortable, just have a conversation with the woman, and then it will progress to her being turned on by
I think a big part of it is also being non-judgmental. I think that's what allows you to like feel so open.
Because if I was like, "Fuck this slutty pussy," and he was like, "Ew."
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I've had men react that way too.
Exactly.
That would have ended
Sometimes
me.
I get like dirty and
Exactly.
then they're like not on and I go, "Oh, this is weird."
Yeah.
Or they go on a level. The guy I had sex with right before I had sex with my ex, he was like, we were having sex. It was like he was having sex and I was there, and I was like, "Oh, we're on different wavelengths. Like, we're not connecting. You're just doing what you think you need to be doing and saying what you need to be doing, but there's
robotic.
zero." Yeah, and I was like, "I'm not." We connect so well outside of sex, and then once we had sex, there was no connect. I felt like no connection.
Interesting. Yeah, he's not paying it. He's not like looking you in the eyes, paying attention to your body language, responding to all your body language, responding to like it's a feedback loop. The ability to like read her body language cues. It's like it's annoying for like a guy who's like hyperlogical to hear this shit, because it's kind of like you're asking him to like read your mind in a lot of ways, but it actually is like I can hang around with a chick and I can basically read her mind at this point.
But there's
I can
also
tell
like
if she's into me or not already.
too.
Say it.
Like there's the ability to do that with men too, where I can read what they want.
Well, men are I think men are like women are used to reading men. Your whole life is dudes trying to hit on you. Your whole life is dudes trying to fuck you, and you trying to discern: is he a creep? Is he a weirdo? Is he actually like? Does he actually have status? Does he actually have friends? Is he normal? Like that's your whole life with men. That's your whole social interaction with men. Whereas the average guy has not got anywhere near that much socialization experience as you guys have, as just by being a woman. So he's like, fuck, this is my first time talking to a woman that's actually mildly attractive.
I know. And then
we're
Emily and I struggle with this because I think we're good looking. And then we also are very nice and we have good banter. Right? We're hot. Tell us we're hot.
Right?
Your banter is 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And
I'm going to give you the layup. Get out of here.
And so, yeah, we have great banter. So we're like fun, and people take that as like flirting sometimes. And it's like, oh, no, I'm not flirting with you. We're just like hitting it off like comedically.
Yeah, because anyone who's not a comedian, if they did the kind of things, they said the kind of things you guys say and laughed and bantered the way you guys do normally.
And we're talking about sex with you because obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But I'm saying, like, if you do that, if you weren't a comedian and you do that, that is, she's attracted to him.
But
because you guys are doing it because it's just your personality, it's a completely different.
My problem is I think I'm in love with you eyes. I don't have like sexy eyes, but I have like I love you eyes.
And I have sexy eyes.
So
Back to your question, though, I want to get through this entire list of things.
Do you like Latinas though? Are you into blondes? Is that your main thing?
Into like anything? I'm into like eyes. Eyes are actually what I'm into. Like
eyes are important.
This will never work.
No, she has great eyes.
Crazy eyes.
You have sexy eyes.
Thank
you have the
you.
kind of eyes I do like. You don't. Sorry,
That's okay.
but it's, of course, it's much different.
Somebody else will like them.
Exactly. That's the whole point. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole like
We're not all for everyone.
nobody is.
It's so interesting because sometimes guys will hit on both Emily and I know that they're not actually interested in either of us. If they hit on both of us, they're just looking for a good time and seeing what they can get. But if they pick one of us and they're like you and they like are just like full focus, where I'm like, oh, you're actually into me. Or like, because there'll be guys who are like, I just am obsessed with Emily's look, or like, you
Or
know,
vice versa.
or vice versa. We have completely different looks. So it's
both. You both have very, very different looks. So it's like they're just trying to fuck if they're going after both of you.
yeah.
I hate when men hit on both of us. That's my biggest pet peeve. Pick
Yeah.
one. Pick your battle, dude.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight both of us. Okay.
What if they fight you?
You have to fight me to have sex with me.
Emily's like, all right, we're gonna grapple. Loser sucks the other person off first.
If you can take my back, you can take my back. Sterling, last time you were on this podcast, you yelled at me about how breast reduction should be outlawed because they're
Illegal.
God's will for me to have big tits.
Exactly. You should
So
get
are
blessed.
those-
You're blessed by God.
Are
to have
those still
massive
your
titties.
opinions that
Of
we should
course.
stick with what God gave us?
Big old titties.
In that case, how do you feel? Do you think that dick enlargements should also be outlawed?
Surgery, yes. Surgery is not.
But not the pills that you can buy on Stirling Cooper's website. And that's
don't-
how an empire is
I
built,
don't
Sterling.
sell- I don't sell
That's how an
dick pills.
empire is built.
I don't sell dick enlargement pills. I sell boner pills.
Okay.
And suddenly
Very different.
Sterling is back to monogamy.
Very different.
Second this. ABC.
I also
You
think,
don't want a woman like that?
I also think that circumcision should be fucking outlawed. I'm a big anti-circumcision.
Are you not circumcised?
I am.
Oh.
Wasn't my choice.
But it reduces your sensation. Would you want
like I don't personally have any like negative experiences around it. But it's like, why are you chopping up a baby's cock?
Yeah, that is
No,
weird.
and they use the
fucking
skin.
weird.
They use the skin, sell the skin for facial products.
The fuck is going on?
For all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
Your baby's foreskin, when you get them circumcised, by the way, is being highly commoditized.
I didn't know that thing, and that makes sense to me now. Why it's so popular and so pushed in the US?
Because everything's a
Everything-
business.
Because everything's a product.
Oh, what's your craziest sexual encounter since the last time we saw each other?
Yeah, probably that really awkward. Actually, no, I had a second awkward threesome, an even more awkward threesome. Actually, this was the weird one. This was like a threesome where like it was kind of like fuck it,
Yeah, that's how it happens usually.
why not? Like, so this girl was in my DMs, and I was like, look, if you want to fuck me, you got to fuck my missus too. I'm gonna fuck you together. And like she was like going along with it. And she just wouldn't stop fucking texting me like all day.
You gave her your number?
Instagram.
Whore.
Indeed. But and then we eventually we were both like, me and the missus were both drunk, and we like invited her, like, fuck it, whatever. Like we invited her over, and she like came around like immediately. I was like, keen. And then like the instant we got in the elevator with her up to the hotel room, I was like, oh God, this is gonna be one of those situations where like I wish this never happened. Like I wish we could just shut her up. And she was just she gave like she went down on my girlfriend and she was just terrible at it. And then she went down on me and she was fucking even worse at it. Horrible like head game. And then she just wouldn't shut up the whole time, like trying to talk a big talk and trying to like, and it was kind of funny the whole time. Like me and my missus were just like looking at each other like, oh, this bitch. Like, just, like
this fucking
the
bitch.
weirdest thing to do in a threesome. It's just like the two of you like, am I right?
Well, I guess we're here. We might as well do it.
It was basically the situation.
It
Like,
was my last Thursday. We looked at each other. And we were like, I'm like,
You fuck her. I don't want to fuck her.
hey, and we're like, hey.
yeah, so that was the most weird sexual encounter that I've had
Damn.
since we talked last. Yes. And then after the fact that she wouldn't stop like messaging both of us.
Both of you. She started a group chat.
Well, like I think I restricted her and put her in my like the message request inbox because she just kept fucking going. So then she started doing the same thing to my missus, and she had to like she was more polite than me, so she just played along and occasionally replied to her. Interesting scenario. And she turns out she actually was friends with like one of my exes from like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, that girl's crazy.
Super weird.
She was hunting you down.
Maybe. I don't know.
Those girls you got to worry about.
Yeah.
Those are bad news bears. I'm serious.
What did you say? Bad news?
Bad news bears.
What?
You've never seen that movie?
Bad news bears. Yeah, you didn't know that expression?
No.
Well, I know that expression.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Bad news bears.
Bad news.
They were the
bears.
worst team.
Maybe you're a bad news bear.
Hey, don't say that about me. I'm a good news bear.
There we go.
I'm a care bear.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Come here, baby.
Do the Care Bears have powers?
Are you a little spoon ever?
So I've heard, here's a funny argument I've
You look
heard.
like a good little spoon.
Here's a funny argument, right? Is it more if the dude's the little spoon,
Yeah.
but he's facing the door, right? You get where I'm going with this?
I do. I do.
What are you?
He's protecting us.
Oh.
We're scared behind him.
Oh. But
So
what
the
if
fir-
you're facing
so
a
the fir-
window?
The first thing to come through the door, he's like up and he's ready. He's like,
Yeah, okay, I hear you, but also
That's such a fun
You're
way to get out of whatever.
you're snuggled up. I'm jetpacking you, and a man walks in with a gun.
I shrunk
and
my jetpack
Her
off.
legs are over you.
I shrugged my jetpack off. And
he elbows the jetpack.
He's like, "Fuck you, bitch."
look, I've got to elbow you in the face so I can defend you from the attacker. It's pretty simple. Look,
It's so hot.
so you get to be aroused twice.
And we're back at women just want to be beat. Full circle.
Your words, not mine.
Dude, not my words either. All Emily's.
Don't beat me, please.
Emily has sex once and you gotta put her fucking muzzle on her, dude. Which she uses a shock collar. Every time she gets horny, I'm like, calm down.
Oh, she would enjoy that.
Yeah.
If you put a shot collar on her, I guarantee you she would enjoy it.
There's a comedy show here. It's called Punishments and Punchlines by Mitch Burrow at the Sunset
And
Strip.
Spencer O'Neill.
They basically, you have to pick like a random envelope and it gives you like a gag you have to do while you do your jokes. So I had to sing mine with a band behind, like someone playing, like, all right, we're gonna do it in blues, and I have to say my jokes but sing them in blues, or like sing it in R&B or whatever it is. And then Zacho, our friend who's a comedian, got his, and his was the shock collar. So as he's like telling his jokes, they're just shocking him. I think you'd really like it.
He actually has a joke similar to you saying that if I'm facing the window. He has a joke about how his girl was afraid of aliens.
No, he hates aliens.
Oh, he hates aliens. So he would put his girl closest to the window so she gets abducted first.
And he goes, and she's like, oh, you're protecting me because you're watching the door. He goes, nah, bitch, aliens come through the window.
Wait, I started saying cock.
Well done.
Wait, really? This is a moment.
You're like, I'm so proud of you with this guy. Yeah. He says cock, and I'm like, all right, daddy, whatever you say.
Oh, see, you just needed to hear the right man say cock and get switched up.
There you go. I think that is actually like a bit controversial, but whatever the dude you are the most attracted to thinks, you will start thinking.
Yes.
Oh, I had so the anal ex, he had a boat. So he was like a big boat guy. Like summers were in boats. He had his own boat. We were always on a boat. And so like, and he was very into like the dominant like role or whatever. And so during sex, he would have me call him El Capitan.
Nice.
I am the captain now.
I'd be like, how's my captain doing? And he'd be like, El Capitan is doing whatever. He's like, he's cooking dinner right now. Come upstairs. And
No.
he'd cook me dinner and then we'd fuck. And it was great. And
You called him captain?
I'd call him captain.
No, Jamie.
No, you said El. You said
It
El
was
Capitan.
so hot.
El Capitan.
El Capitan.
Yeah.
Was he Spanish?
No.
The Latin side to it.
Pero puedo hablar un poquito.
He wasn't like Latino or anything.
No, he's super white. Like he's like the most
Duh.
English white bread dude ever.
Have you ever heard of polar shift? The magnetic polar shift.
Like they're swapping the magnets?
Like it's a natural phenomenon that happens every like 10, I don't know the number, like 100,000 years, whatever. And we're overdue. Like it happened the last time the polar shift happened was like the ice age. And we're overdue for a magnetic polar shift now.
We're so fucked.
And we're totally fucked. Yeah. So you actually should
Why?
So you should, what I'm saying is you should find a guy who's actually like apocalyptic scenario material.
Like a nerd.
Forget his, no, what, a dude who's nerdy enough,
Who's
like
this?
a prepper. That's you.
No, but who's the guy?
Adam Clavin.
No
that?
idea.
He's like I think maybe looks like a guy who's like a big,
No, it's the Daily Wire.
oh yeah, he's like a political commentator. Yeah. So I was correct. Yeah. What are you doing on there?
He's commenting on my video right now.
Amazing.
Someone just I don't know who this is. Is that the guy who came in a minute?
Is that the guy who stalked you?
No, this is the guy. I broke my celibacy with a guy. My friend recommended him and we hit it off and we were having so fun. And he lifted me on his shoulders. I sat on his shoulders and he took my thighs and he bench pressed me while he was standing.
So hot.
I was like, I'm gonna have sex with you.
Aha.
So I broke my celibacy to have sex with this guy. And I remember he put it in. And as he put it in, he goes, oh shit. And I go, what? And then his face was like, and I remember going, did you just come? Like the fury on my face because I just broke celibacy. And I was like, you just came? And he goes, yeah, I'm sorry. And instead of like doing anything and continuing, he gets up embarrassed and he's like, I gotta go. And I literally go, what the fuck? I got mad. I was
Well, fun fact, I actually have a pill that helps that.
On StirlingCooper.com.
Or clubhousesupplements.com. Look for the stud formula. It literally stops guys from doing that.
I'm doing
Really?
it.
Literally.
Do we make two girls, one
when I
woman?
tell you I've never been that angry at a man. You could cheat on me, I would be less angry. I break my celibacy for you to come in a minute and get up and not eat my pussy after. I'm going to murder. I'm gonna burn a house. You thought the January 6th insurrection was bad? Wait till you see what I do.
Nice.
I was pissed. I think he just texted me 5 years later. Goes, you're killing it.
Just say, and I did it in a minute too. Watch what we do.
That's so funny.
There's a lot of games.
You'd be surprised how far you can go with just 1 minute. They always come back,
I
guys.
want to see the bit. I want to see the bit that he's talking about.
Pull it. I'll show you. I'll pull it up after.
Do we have any closing questions?
Closing question
remarks?
statements.
my
How do I find love, Sterling? Help me.
Lower your standards is how you find love. That's
You're
my
saying put up with
my
toxicity.
advice for women is lower your standards. Yes, because you have to make a choice
Can you say it
between.
into the camera again?
You have to make a choice between. Do I want my vagina to get wet,
Yeah.
or do I want my feelings to never get hurt?
I'd rather my vagina
Well, I could
get
be
wet.
single and get my vagina wet.
Yeah, but you can still be in a relationship with a guy who that breaks your heart every now and then.
No, the breaking the heart throws me off. It makes me ugly. It gets me fat. I hold water. I get inflamed. My body physically reacts to a man hurting me. It'd be better to be single and just do whatever I want to do and then get my pussy wet by multiple men instead of sticking around with one man. Yes, because I'll then I'll glow versus one man I love and I give my all to and he breaks my heart and then I'm like, I can't be who I want to be. And then I get ugly and fat, Sterling. It's happened.
I've gotten ugly and fat without a man. So ladies, anything is possible.
You got thin and hot.
Yeah, but I was single when I was fat and ugly. Crazy, right?
Hell yeah. Any final questions for me, ladies? Closing jokes, quips.
Do you have any hot, tall men you can introduce us to?
Yes, but none of them are single. But they'll still do you.
Well,
That doesn't help me.
you don't win them all, folks. Okay.
You got one?
If I were a single girl, I am a single girl, but if I weren't me,
Vertically.
if I weren't me and I was just a normal girl and I wanted to get a man to commit, how would I do it?
A lot of it has to do with your past. I mean, we're not talking about you.
we're
We're not
living
talking
in
about
the
you. We're not
past
talking about. We're not talking about you. We're not
I
talking
thought we were
about.
looking to the future.
We're talking about Miss Hypothetical.
Oh,
So it's like, okay, how do I get a man to commit to me? Demonstrate you have a good relationship with your father. Should I keep going? Should I stop now? Ow! Aw.
that's her problem.
Aw. That's rough. Sorry, that's rough.
I need a hug.
I know you already knew. I knew that already, but you know, still, just bring it
What
up.
if we can't help it, Sterling?
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean you had a bad relationship.
Anyways, Sterling, you've been amazing. We love
As
you.
usual.
As always, should we go get drunk and celebrate St. Patty's Day?
We definitely should definitely celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
I'm of Irish descent.
Wait, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my aunt.
This is why we get along.
I know my ancestry going back 180 years.
Oh, you'd love my dad.
180 years. So the patriarch of my family, Irishman, who came out to the
This guy.
colony.
I just
Irish
miss
man.
the Irish fucking... Do you know, ever since you've come on our podcast, I've thought about getting passports in other countries.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh, how do I get a passport to Ireland?
Yeah,
I missed the cutoff.
You need direct descent.
It's my great-grandparents.
Yes.
And it sucks.
Yeah. I'm way too far back.
Yeah, it's like my great-grandparents are from Ireland.
I might have missed the cutoff too, but I can get Canada.
Get it.
Get it.
There's no downside to getting multiple passports.
I want
it.
to.
Done.
No, you actually made me like think about it and be like, this is important and I should probably do that. And then all of the stuff that's been coming out with like the abortion rules and people getting in trouble, I was like, oh, we're going to the Handmaid's Tale. I need multiple passports.
Don't think we're quite going to the Handmaid's Tale, but cool.
It's the start.
In fact, I think a lot of women would jerk off to like the idea of us going to the Handmaid's
All right.
Tale.
Not that I have
Like
or
you.
not.
Well, you
Like
don't,
you
you
over
don't have a
here.
uterus.
You, madam.
You don't get our pain, madam. I'll madam you right back.
Excuse me, have you ever had a dry hand job? Yeah, that's fucking horrible.
No, you got a hot tool on that thing.
Exactly.
Honestly, a dry hand job just means more works to be done. I don't know what that means.
What are we in the Industrial Revolution?
You know,
gotta
all right,
grease the
this has
pipe.
been great. Thanks for listening to your girls.
Where
wrap
can we
this up.
find you,
With our dear
Sterling?
Time
friend
to wrap this up.
Sterling.
Dear friend Stirling Cooper, you go to stirlingcooper.com.
Is this on still or did it go off?
I don't know.
It's ticking along.
We always do the longest podcast with you, but
I'm fine with that.
Quick closeout.
we have time.
Sure.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Is it we have to restart or we're done? Oh, it's still going. It's still
2
good.
minutes till we have to restart.
Oh, so I was just going to say, Nick, you said, where can they find me? They can find me at stirlingcooper.com. That's it. That's the best place to find me. Or go onto YouTube and type in Stirling Cooper. I'm the first thing that comes up. I have, at this point, 1,800 videos on my YouTube channel, which are all free sex advice and relationship
hell
advice.
yeah.
So they,
Fuck yeah.
I listen to it and I go, he's right. I go, I agree.
yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't agree with other stuff, but
Yes.
I agree with this.
You agree with a lot of it.
He's on to something.
You might be right.
Like I'm just making fuckboys left, right, and center.
See you guys next week.
We love you.